U-137 arrived into her home port of La Rochelle, and quickly celebrations were had thanks to her successful mission, resulting in the loss of 2 British capital warships. Our stay was rather short, all things considered, though. Fresh food and torpedoes were loaded on U-137, and after 4 weeks, we were putting out to sea once more. A new engineer has been brought aboard, Johannes. This should greatly assist in operations aboard the boat, allowing for more skilled eyes to supervise the diesel engines and torpedo maintenance. Hello everybody, Wolfpack here, and welcome back aboard U-137 as we start a brand new patrol in the North Atlantic. BDU originally ordered us to go up and patrol grid AM4 and 5 here to the north of Ireland. However, we have been redirected to patrol down to the south in the Celtic Sea once again. Additionally, we've received orders to find the specific ship, the Charles D. Walcott. We received this message on December 27th. The enemy is passing very valuable sonar prototype aboard Charles D. Walcott cargo ship heading towards the port of Liverpool. They're currently in grid BE 369 on a course of 063 degrees. They are traveling at a speed of 7 knots. So we are booking it at all ahead full. We may go up to flank, but we are just burning lots of fuel here. Let's go flank for just a little bit. I would like to pick out that ship and actually sink it if at all possible. Although picking out a single ship in a rather large convoy is quite a task, so we shall see. The torpedo loadout for today, it looks like 2 T1 torpedoes and 1 T2 torpedo. And I did not mean for him to go over here, so go back and start managing those diesel engines. I accidentally told him to go and take a look at the torpedo tubes. Don't need that. Keep going at flank speed. We've received a new update on the convoy. They're in BF 144068. And they are moving at 7 knots. Okay, BF 144. Let's see, where is that? 144. Wow. They're still way over here. Really? 144. They are moving a lot slower than I anticipated. BF 144. So they are now right here. Huh. Okay, well in that case, let's change course a little bit here. We'll cross into our patrol grid and track them down. We found them, I believe. We got a new objective marker pop up, and this is the convoy way out here. We actually overshot them just a little bit. Target is too far. There's a destroyer. Okay, lots of funnels over the horizon there. Now we need to find this ship and actually sink it, if at all possible. Another destroyer, quite a few destroyers out here. Let's get additional sailors onto the bridge. Honestly surprised they haven't spotted them just yet. You, Johannes, come here and begin maintaining these torpedoes. I'm gonna order him to do that. Come here. Maintain all of them, please. Let's take a look at these freighters. I wonder if we can make out the ship we need to target right now. Unknown ship. Destroyer 075. Okay. Alarms being sounded. Got it. That's a C3 cargo there. Bring up the recognition manual. No, not on the destroyer. I am not concerned about the destroyer. Not yet, anyway. I'm guessing it's going to be one of these C3 cargoes. Way out here. So our task now is just to overtake the convoy, pick out our target, and engage. It doesn't look like they're moving very quickly. We are continuing to work our way around the convoy. I was identifying some of the ships. They're still too far to make out. We also have this direction finder contact that's moving in at high speed. I am pretty positive this is a U-boat. I wish I could order them around at this moment and tell them when to attack. Hopefully we attack before this other U-boat does, because once that sub engages some of these contacts, they are going to start zigzagging like crazy and are certainly going to make things a little more difficult for us. More difficult than they need to be. But The pro of them attacking first is a lot of the escorts will be distracted by that sub out there. Okay, we've kind of moved away once again, which is good. There were 2 escorts in the front, which we should make contact with probably first. We've reestablished contact with the convoy. I really wish I could pick out the right freighter I need to go for, so we are just going to hang out right in the middle of the convoy, hopefully. Hopefully we will do that. I'll head flank. I want to maneuver through this gap in the escorts right here. It is very deep here, and it's a 3.6 kilometer gap, so that's actually pretty darn good. Let's just sprint a little bit more. I need an additional sailor on the diesel engines. Come here. Get on there. And you, Cromwell, come here. Begin maintaining torpedoes. Okay, perfect. Get all those torpedoes maintained. We make out one of these ships. And then we engage the rest. We are heading straight for the convoy now. It is time to dive the boat down to periscope depth for the time being. The watch crew will clear the bridge. Continuing to maintain these torpedoes, looking good. Fantastic. How far are we from the first escort? Okay, it looks like we made a good call here. There is a big gap in the front of the convoy, and we are about 7 kilometers out at this point. Should give us plenty of time to hopefully start identifying some of these guys. I'm going to unassign these sailors from Wolfgang so they don't hang out on the observation scope. That is not something I would like them to do. We do have 2 sailors with a diving specialization at this point, so we should dive just that little bit quicker than before. Decks are now awash. Reduce speed. Okay, and we are now in a good position. Again, the goal here is to hopefully attack before that other U-boat does. Okay, rig for blue. Also, I want to get you, Johannes, no, Herbert, onto the hydrophone. There we go. Perfect. And now we just lay and wait. It's 12:50 and we'll probably end up attacking in about an hour or so. Working ship propellers, that's the convoy. This guy, high speed moving in, just 1 unit. I wonder what this could be. They're not moving fast. We've lost contact on that U-boat at the moment, I do think. I've assigned another sailor, so they are able to identify ships a little quicker here. George K. Fitch, William Clark. Are you kidding me? None of these ships are the ones I'm looking for. Watch it be this one way over here that I did not identify. Charles D. Walcott. Yeah, none of these ships are them. If it's this one, I'm gonna be kind of upset. We'll see. There's a few more ships coming this way. Smoke on the horizon. We'll see. Well, it doesn't look like this ship is anywhere to be found, so we'll make the most of it. Let's engage this ship right in front of us.
105 Grad. Handelsschiff, 100 Grad.
That's unfortunate. Where is she? You. Hello there. Good looking target. George K. Fitch. Don't mind if I attack you. Okay, let's get a officer on the TDC, please. This is the one we're going for. Oh, there should be one way, way closer than that. Aha, hello. You. Okay, target speed 7 knots. Distance 600 meters. Angle on bow 80. Target speed. Yeah, we'll go 6.5. Set torpedo speed to 44 knots. Looking good. Attack scope, receiver bow, tube 1, salvo off, launch lever bridge. Tube 2 is a G7A, tube 1 is a G7A. Let me quickly make sure all of these are operational. Okay, we want to fire tube 2. Okay, tube 2. Flood it. Depth 3.5. Okay, good. Angle on bow past 100. Tube 2. Some of the tubes are not flooded. That's because I have not selected tube 2 at the fire control box. There we go. Tube 2.
Los.
Okay, tube 2 is away, heading towards that target. I could always engage another, but let's just fire at one. Also, we just received a radio message. U-100 sunk. That U-boat that was down here has been destroyed. That's crazy that none of these ships have that name that we needed. Anyway, Torpedo's looking like it's running pretty good, straight for the target.
20 Sekunden.
Come on.
Treffer.
Impact directly amidships.
Feuer an Deck.
There we go.
Schwere
That
Schäden.
funnel fell down. That's cool. Alright, she's done for. Alright, that one's good enough for me. Really need to just break contact at this point. All ahead full. We could try to re-engage just in case I missed that vessel, but I don't think that's the case. Charles D. Walcott. It may be this one ship that's way down here. It could be her. That would just be my luck. The one ship we did not identify was indeed the one we needed. We can always re-engage. That's going to be the plan here. We'll break off, re-engage, and find that ship. Well, we are doing a very good job at escaping. Surprisingly, we have only been pinged by ASIC one time. We are hanging out here at about 90 meters, just hanging out above the sea floor, crawling at 2 knots and rigged for silent running, of course. And we are almost free. Once we are free, I am going to surface a boat. We'll run alongside the convoy and engage once again, hopefully finding this Charles D. Walcott ship. If not, we will conduct a more proper attack, engaging more ships in the convoy with more of our torpedoes. I'll move those torpedoes over once we are secure from silent running. Don't really want to do that right now. It looks like I may have spoken a little too soon. The destroyers are rolling depth charges on top of our position. Okay, let's really move. Let's change course as well. Head directly south. Okay, boat is groaning a little bit. I honestly thought it'd be a little bit deeper than it currently is here. I know these destroyers above us just sunk U-100. I'm sure they are feeling quite confident. Hopefully we can give them the slip here. Maintain the speed of 4 knots for a little bit until these charges actually detonate. They have a long way to drop. I think we may be okay. And they said they're very close, but I have not heard any depth charge detonations. And hear those screws just churning up water directly above us. Let's close all the bulkheads. We've been spotted. Okay, slow down. Maybe they just dropped one single depth charge. It was reported they were dropping. Maybe they really didn't. Depth charges have been dropped on U-137. They are distant. Thankfully, looks like they completely missed. Which is very good news for us. That was the first proper pattern dropped on U-137 at this point. We need to come up a little bit. Sea floor is getting quite close to us. Those are kind of close. Not causing any damage though, of course. Oh, okay. Someone screamed for a medic, but... Okay. That one rattled us. That one rattled us. Just look at the meat. Okay. We're okay though. We could just rest on the seafloor. That is possible, but I do want to keep moving. I do want to get out of this. Turn back to the south. Alright, that was close. We should check the boat for hidden damage once again. Okay. Looks like our hull integrity is probably not the greatest.
80 Meter.
That last pattern of depth charges I got relatively close was the only pattern of depth charges to even get remotely close. So we are doing all right for ourselves at this point. Well, folks, we have made it up to periscope depth. Wolfgang is getting onto the attack scope to take a look. I would like to rig for normal lighting and secure the alarm. And the game is going to save at this time. Okay.
Zeit für eine Auszeit.
Perfect. All right, let's take a look. Raise the scope up a little bit more. The sun is setting, so hopefully by the time we attack this convoy again, it'll be nice and dark. I may even try to conduct a surface torpedo attack. Those are always fun.
210 Grad.
Sinking ship 210. Okay, I got stuff out there. Apparently Wolfgang does anyway. Can we come up a little bit more? I need someone to come here. Improve depth keeping, please. I cannot see anything. Freighter. A group of 3 freighters. It's like they may be lightly armed. Maybe. This has to be a completely different formation. Hmm. 3 freighters, exact same class. Well, I definitely want to investigate those freighters. Let's surface.
Anblasen.
Let's see if it's
Aktuelle
just a
Tiefe,
neutral
5
convoy. And then we can search and investigate them. There's that shipwreck. This has to be the ship that we destroyed, I would think. All head standard.
Voraus.
Let's get you back on the hydrophone.
Hauptraum besetzen.
We surfaced? Not yet. Getting there though.
Auf Dieselmotoren wechseln.
There we go. Okay.
Herr Kaloin, wir sind aufgetaucht.
All right, Herbert.
Funkraum
Get back on the radio. Wolfgang on the bridge. And let's move and take a look at these 3 unknown ships here. Can I see a flag or anything? Wow, it's quite calm.
Feindliche Kriegsschiffe in Sicht.
Corvette.
Eilung.
Ah.
355 Alarm. Auf Gefechtsstation.
Of course.
Jetzt geht's, Männer. Achtet, Geschöpfe versenken.
Wir leisten unseren Beitrag, Männer.
Where's that Corvette? She looks to be kind of coming this way. That's the rest of the convoy out there. We really don't have time to do this. I am going to avoid those 3 ships. They're just lagging behind. It's good to know they are heading on this course, but we are going to maneuver and get into position to engage the main convoy once again. Larger ships, for one. And plus, I don't want to attack anything this close to a Corvette right now. So let's move away, put some distance between us, and get ready for our second attack. The time has come to attack. We are moving in rapidly towards the enemy convoy. They're right in front of us. And this flank of the convoy is completely unprotected at the moment, which is just incredibly shocking. I would like to go for that C3 cargo. We need to find that one ship that we were not able to identify and see if that's actually the one we need to engage. Let's come around the side here. And we can also reduce speed a little bit. Okay, yeah, the first warship is way in the back. They were all hunting us, and then we're hunting that other U-boat way back there, so they did not really have much opportunity to catch up. There's a warship out there, but she's really far away. We pretty much have free reign over the convoy. Any other warships in front? It does not look like it. Oh gosh, again. If only we were in a Type 7, we would just massacre this convoy. We'd go for the C3 first, take out any merchant ship which is armed, and then start engaging with that gun and other torpedoes here. Again, I'm really hoping we can identify this Charles D. Walcott ship. I normally don't really pursue these objectives too often, but for some reason I am quite determined today. Let's unassign a couple of these sailors from Hans. Doesn't need them. You get onto the command station, please. And hopefully we'll be able to properly identify. Move in nice and close. Make sure all torpedoes are maintained. Okay, he just reported. You, come here. Maintain tube 3. There we go, get to work. No slacking. Still unable to identify these ships here. 3 maintained. And tube 3 should be a G7E, indeed it is. We have 4 torpedoes available, 4 torpedoes, 4 ships. Hopefully. Okay. Let's see. 4 ship. Now, I think this was the one freighter we were unable to identify last time. Let's turn in. Maybe this could be one, though. We can engage. I'm gonna just start blasting. Finnmark. Okay. I can read the side there. I think this is actually the one we were not able to identify. The one lagging in the back. That one looks quite big, too. Come to a complete stop here. Because that warship is pretty darn close to this unknown ship here. I think we'll commence our attack now. I'm not going to really try to pursue. I'm thinking these ships right here. We're going to hit the Finnmark and then go for these big ones. Just pretty much move in, fire as many torpedoes as possible. I think in the Finnmark. Here, lock on the Finnmark here. We'll engage her first with the torpedo. G7E. Come here. Transmitting through the Uzo. Bow receiver. We'll launch tube 3, salvo off. Launch lever will be in the bridge. Check on the tubes, they're good. Get back on the bridge.
Bestätige.
These other ships are looking a little more appealing though. Again, that C3 cargo out there. Or this little tanker. Okay, let's go for the tanker actually. Go to the TDC. 7 knots. Bring up the recognition manual. Could actually be a freighter. Stack in the rear. That's her. Recognized. 7,000 tonner. Perfect. 7 knots. Looking good. Range 1 kilometer. Angle on bow. 85. Starboard. Torpedo speed 30 knots. Distance to target. That 2.8 kilometers. Set AOB 80. Speed 30. Let's flood tube 3. Tube 3, flood. Torpedo depth 3 meters. I want to bring up this panel just to make sure it is an impact pistol. Good. All right. Go to the TDC. Fire control boxes. Make sure we have tube 3 selected. We do. Tube 3. Okay, tube 3 is away. Start moving slow. We're going to move in past Finnmark and engage this big clump right here. These 3 ships. We'll man the anti-aircraft gun as well. I just don't want to get spotted by Finnmark. So we're going to move real slow. Switch to electrics. Confirm.
Auf E-Motoren wechseln.
go down here. Make sure we are reloading.
Herr
Come here. Load that T1 torpedo in immediately. Assign additional sailors. Oop, wrong button. Assign additional sailors to that. Torpedo looks to be running hot straight and normal towards Fenmark. 40 seconds till impact. Let's get moving. All ahead full. That's our ship that we have targeted. 30 seconds till impact. All ahead flank. Get ready to switch over to diesel engines. I would also like... Okay, still working on tube 3. 20 seconds. Get ready to man that anti-aircraft gun.
10 Sekunden bis
Ben.
Einschlag.
Could have missed. That's very possible. Oh boy.
Fehlschuss.
It's a miss. Oh my gosh, it is a miss. It looks like it went right in front of her, possibly.
Kurs auf diese
Okay, that's fine.
Koordinaten setzen.
That's fine. These are the ships I really wanted to go for here.
Kurs setzen.
Move behind Fenmark. Wow, I am actually kind of surprised that missed. Hopefully it didn't go directly under the target. I'm guessing it did pass in front of her. Okay, can't have them all. That's fine. We still have all these ships right in front of us. As long as Fenmark doesn't see us, we are golden. Let's get one of you on the anti-aircraft gun. Get ready to open fire once we are spotted. I'm looking at this destroyer. She's off to 270, quite far away, but let's set up for our next attack. We are going to engage this ship here. It is a freighter. Okay, I need someone. Get onto the TDC, please, immediately. Let me check on our torpedoes.
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Kaloi?
Okay, maintain tube 3. Go to the TDC here. Okay. Speed. Obviously overshot. That first one, 6.9 knots. Range, 1 kilometer. Angle on bow, 90. We are going to fire tube 2 here. Yep, tube 2. Set this up. Tube 2, salvo off, launch lever bridge, transmitting through the Ouzo. Okay, good. Come here. Tube 2. Flood it. Speed 44. TDC. Ah. You know, that may have been what messed it up. I had the torpedo speed set to 44 knots. Angle on bow 90. Tube 2. Close. Gauge that one right there. Alright. Next target here. This one is quite close. Maintain 7, speed 44, angle on bow 80, reduce range to 500 meters. 30 seconds. Okay, set. 7 knots, there we go. Tube 1. Flood. 30 knots. They're saying 20 seconds, but that's probably inaccurate. Yeah, torpedoes just barely covered half its distance. Okay, this one is going to probably hit first. Let's wait till the torpedo's a little bit further along. Yeah, I know, it's not a miss. It's still running hot straight normal towards its target. Looking pretty darn good out there. Okay. Angle on bows past 90 now. Close. There we go. Torpedo is away. 40 seconds till impact, allegedly. That's probably inaccurate though. This torpedo is looking pretty good. Engaging a target that is actually obscured by this big freighter right in front of us. The one right behind it. Got her. Okay, we hit her. Fire on board there. Serious damage. There we go. And our torpedo should be impacting this ship right in front of us any second now.
10 Sekunden bis
10
Einschlag.
seconds.
Wieder eine erfolgreiche
Okay.
Unternehmung absolviert.
There we go. Got her.
Lasst uns genau so weitermachen.
All right. Report all ahead flank. Let's start moving.
Feuer an Deck. Schwere Schäden.
Come left. Fisher. Begin opening fire. I want you to just
Herr Kaloi,
engage any ship you can. Here we go. This is where the fun begins. Diesels.
feindliche Schiffe machen sich
Yes, confirm use diesels. All ahead flank.
Auf Dieselmotoren.
Can we identify Thorold, Peter, Sylvester? All right, come on, let's get moving. Yep, that destroyer is engaging.
Bestätige.
Next ship. Who do we want to engage here? Probably one of these guys. I wonder, which ship are you engaging? You're engaging that one right there. That's fine. Continue to engage that with the anti-aircraft gun. Let's shoot these off to BDU. And I still want to see if I can find the ship. I kind of doubt it. Let's move up north. The enemy destroyer is now firing at us. Not entirely surprising. Her gunnery is quite inaccurate, especially at this range. And whenever we are just hanging out in the middle of the convoy. I do not see us finding that ship. It could be this one up to the north. That's the one we are going to investigate now. Continue to engage this guy with the anti-aircraft gun.
Bestätige.
I think that's the only warship we really have to deal with. She is listing. There we go. I wonder if this could be our target. I can't read any name.
feindliche Schiffe machen
Enemy ships are at battle stations. That's a shocking development. I don't think it's this ship. I don't think this ship that we need to identify and sink in this convoy actually exists. Continue to engage this one with the 2-centimeter cannon. Wait, she is not looking good. We are actually obscured now. The warship's way back there. Merchant ship's obscuring us. We're just going to cause as much chaos as possible. Doesn't look like the C3 cargo is actually armed. She's not firing at us. So that's really good. All right, let me get on this thing. He's probably got better aim than I do, I'm gonna be honest. We're firing armor piercing. We also have high explosive.
feindliche Schiffe geben Alarm.
Bleib wachsam. Keine Panik.
I think she will sink on her own though. I just saw a shell fly past her screen. Good news, the ship we've been engaging with the anti-aircraft gun is, well, now she is sinking. All right, buddy. Switch targets to something else. Don't engage any lifeboats though. Okay, engage that one. We gotta move up north. Yeah, engaging that ship, that's fine. That's fine by me. Shoot this off to BDU. That destroyer's starting to get a little bit close. I wonder, is she a Flower class corvette? We can kind of match her speed. We have a lot of time if it is indeed a Flower class before we need to emergency dive. I don't think it is. Oh, it is a corvette. She is kind of close for comfort. I'm gonna say it. More warships way out there that we are going to have to worry about here momentarily. I want to fire off my last eel, so let's line ourselves up on a big target like you. How about that? Bunch of lifeboats in the water. How about that one? Yeah, I'm liking the look of that. Let's get ready to engage. Let's check on the torpedoes. Okay, it's ready. It's warmed up and ready to go. Good. We are continuing to engage this freighter. I have Fisher here engaging this freighter with the anti-aircraft gun again. We have this lone ship right here. I think that may be the one I end up torpedoing because they are abandoning this ship right here. Part of me wanted to go for the C3 cargo. I mean, the C3. The C3 may be a good target for us, actually. Charles D. Walcott. I'm gonna go for this one. We're running out of time here at this point, so we need to be quick with it. And we are already close to this contact. The problem is this Corvette is also getting really darn close. Let's set up the TDC at this point. She is going to be going a little bit slower than her 7-knot speed because she is zigzagging now. We are going to fire at around 7 kilometers out, or 700 meters, excuse me, out. Bow torpedo set. Fire control boxes. We are going to be launching tube number 3. Get ready to flood it. Set to 44 knots. Okay, it's set to 44 knots up here as well. Good. Wolfgang, get back onto the Ouzo, please. All right, shoot that off the BDU. Another ship sunk. That's what I like to see. All right, let's flip around here. I'm trying to think of the best way to go about this. Probably just to turn south and come back around and engage this guy. Alrighty, folks, we are in position. Reverse. Okay, quickly, we got to fire off this torpedo. I'll stop. Let's take a look at her. Center the Ouzo. Hello, hello, where are you? These are binoculars. Who's on the Ouzo? Are you on the Ouzo? Yeah, you are. Center it. Lock. There we go. Artyom. Looking good. Someone get onto the TDC. You get on the TDC. Don't know why no one was on there to begin with. Wait for someone to actually get there. Come on, boys. There we go. TDC's ready. Angle on bow, 80. Ship speed, 7. We'll go 6.4. Speed 44. Set. Tube 3, good. Launch lever bridge. Tube 3. Flood it. Tube 3 flooded. We're still being shot at, which is just fantastic. Tube 3 flooded.
Wort 3 bewässert.
Okay, we're locked. Good. Tube 3. Los.
40 Sekunden bis Torpedo.
All right, all ahead, flank. Let's get moving. That guy's a little close for comfort. 30 seconds till impact. Get ready to emergency dive. We should hit here any second though. 20 seconds. There we go. Beautiful. That's it for that ship. And I don't think we are outrunning that warship. We'll see though. We're going to continue to try to run on the surface. If we were in a Type 7, we certainly would be able to. All right. Engage. Engage that target. Yeah, that Corvette's a little close. Her gunnery is quite poor, thankfully for us. Keep running though. It looks like he's going to try to engage that Corvette. Whatever. You punch some holes in it, I'm okay with it. Enemies at battle stations. That's news to me. Continue to run. Shoot this off to BDU. There we go. I am now convinced that Charles D. Walcott does not exist whatsoever. The intelligence was bad. The intelligence was bad. I'm not seeing it out here at all. Lots of lifeboats. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So be it. We're going to continue to try to run away on the surface. We'll see if this is possible. Thus far, we've avoided getting hit. They may be running out of ammunition here soon. That would be lovely. We are running low on ammo ourselves. Let's try to break contact on the surface. Uh-oh. We've been hit, finally. A leak has broken out on board. The crew's working on it. Let's fix that. We have 2 more warships inbound coming from the northwest. Okay, okay, periscope depth. Periscope depth. We're not going to be able to do this on the surface. If we were in a Type 7, it'd be different. Look at that big scorch mark on the conning tower. Thankfully, no one was killed or injured. Just a small little leak. Turn on the pump. Turn on the pump. and give me a depth reading, please, Echo Sounder.
Aktuelle Tiefenmessung.
You get onto the hydrophone.
Besetzen.
How long for these leaks? That's done. Perfect. Okay, the conning tower is damaged, the observation scope is damaged, both of which are incredibly minor. I do not care about those at this point in time. I was hoping we'd be able to break contact in the dark, but not possible, not happening. That's fine. All torpedoes have been expended. We have destroyed quite a handful of ships here. How close? Let's take a look at this objective. Oh my gosh, we need to sink one more ship. If we can find a ship on the way back that is all by itself and board it and scuttle it that way, we will complete that objective, which is certainly what I want.
35 Meter.
First priority, though, is to survive. Get on the helmsman station. Improve depth keeping. Did they tell me depth under keel? 150 meters. Okay, good. Nice and deep. Down to 85. The Corvette is starting to close in on us. We also just got a pop-up saying we are close. I'm wondering if the ship, this Charles D. Walcott, is a Corvette. If it is a warship and not a freighter. That's certainly very possible. Oh, in that case, I'm kind of glad I just blasted a whole bunch of freighters and didn't go after any warships, but yeah, she is circling right behind us here. We are crawling at 2 knots. We're pretty darn deep. Boat's hull is groaning under the pressure, and especially as this boat has gone through a lot. That's for darn sure. Regardless, we're going to keep on trying to lurk away. Aztec has not commenced just yet. I'm going to have Wolfgang come over here and slam down some more coffee. Slam down a bunch of coffee. We're running low on that. Coffee is one of the more underrated things to carry on your boat, let me tell you, especially in scenarios like this. We have a lot of crewmen who are exhausted. Stress is at 46% because we're being hunted. They have high discipline, but still starting to gain on us, as we have been in combat for well over half a day at this point, really. Well, we are back up at periscope depth. We are quite lucky. The enemy did not depth charge us. Let's go to the attack periscope and take a look. We are going to secure from silent running, stop direct orders, and open the bulkheads. Definitely want Wolfgang on the attack scope, though. We have those 3 ships that were lagging behind right in front of us. I do want to take a look at them. Raise the scope a bit. Center it. Aha, there they are. Wonder if they are indeed neutrals. Could always board one of them. I know it looked like they had guns, but I'm not seeing those now. Yeah, I'm not seeing any guns, and they are quite close. Let's move in. See if we can identify them as hostile. They're definitely neutral. Charles, what? There is no way. There is no way. That's the I actually can't believe. Okay, surface.
Aktuelle Tiefe 5 Meter.
Enable that alarm. Rig for red. It's an American ship. We are going to request to take a look at this one. Hello. Nice to meet you. Just surfaced right in the middle of them. 3 interactions. Charles D. Walcott. Freighter is unarmed and not escorted. Send a delegation to the freighter. Actually, no. Communicate that I intend to sink this ship. After your crew sends the light signals that you are going to sink the ship, oh no. They're zigzagging. Get on the gun. We'll try to sink it with the 2 centimeter. How much ammo do we have? We just gotta stop them. I'll stop. Hopefully they don't try to ram us. Thankfully they are indeed unarmed. The funnel disappeared. This is one of the modded ships, and the mod does have some issues. We've started a fire on board. Good. We are firing high explosive now. Just pepper this ship with 2-centimeter rounds. I can't believe this was the ship we needed to sink the whole time. If I had known this was her, I definitely would have used a torpedo. Fire on board. Once again, it's broken out. I think she is going to sink. Well, this is good. Hopefully we get something for actually sinking this thing. She's all stopped. It's a crew abandoning ship. They are abandoning ship now. There we go. Mission completed. Sink the ship. Shoot that off to BDU. Okay. Who's next? You. Communicate that we intend to sink the ship. The crew is leaving. There we go. Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett's a little too far. Move up towards her. I'll stop. Davy Crockett. Target's still too far. We'll wait for the Davy Crockett to close in. We'll tell him we're going to sink you. Davy Crockett. Communicate that we intend to sink the ship. After seeing what happened to the other ship, everyone's abandoning ship. There we go. All right. Let's click to interact. Send a team to the freighter. I need one of you with this skill here. And you get over there as well. We're going to send teams over and scuttle each of these ships. Well, all of those vessels have been sunk. We are now going to head back to La Rochelle. That is quite a successful mission there, and we have destroyed so many ships. We have absolutely completed the Happy Times objective, which is great. Let's shoot this off to BDU and get the heck out of here. What a patrol. Rig for normal lighting. Let's secure from silent running. Stop direct orders. Let's move rather quickly though. We haven't expended too much fuel here, which is also great. We have made it back to La Rochelle, and we are checking on all of our crewmen. It looks like Hans Joachim Fischer got the Iron Cross First Class, working towards the German Cross and Gold. And let's take a look at us. Oh, are we? No. Okay. We're getting close to the Knight's Cross with oak leaves and crossed swords. We have completed this objective. Let's go. Fantastic. And now we have the Daredevil skill. We will get more peculiar missions from BDU. We destroyed the William Clark, and this we just absolutely went on a rampage here. Uh-oh. The world says that a ship was loaded with precious metals. Survivors claim they were torpedoed by a U-boat. Oh no. We sunk a neutral apparently and a hostile convoy. Oh, okay. What are you going to do? Art Young sunk, Charles D. Walcott, Davy Crockett, and the Adolf Saturo. Which one was the neutral? I guess we just absolutely destroyed a whole bunch of American ships. This is a massive diplomatic incident. This ship, I guess, was the one that was problematic here. Everything else was okay. All right, well. Accidentally sunk a neutral, which happened to be operating in a hostile convoy. So be it. We still do not have a blueprint yet. We have 9 reputation points. I really would like to upgrade our U-boat at this point. Let's see, any orders from the Admiralty? Landing an agent in Ireland. I do want to do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. This will get us working on the Atlantic Theater of Operations objectives. Well, folks, that is going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and comment, as it really does help out the channel. But until next time, this is Wolfpack345 signing off, and I'll see you all on the next one.